Hi, I'm Raj Kumar, President and Editor-in-Chief of DevX, here again at Convergences, the conference in Paris, and joined by Catherine Garreta, who is the Director for External Relations and Partnerships at the French Development Agency, AFD. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you.
I just wanted to take a moment to ask you about partnerships. You know, the word partnerships is used a lot. All the major bilateral aid agencies, I think, at this point have a partnerships office or department of some kind. What does it mean for AFD?
For AFD, partnerships mean relations that we have with two categories of organizations. The first one is basically actors from the civil society in France, in Europe, broadly. And the second category is the organization that do the same kind of mission that we have, donors, organizations. So my department is very much composed of these two different kind of partnerships. And we try to focus on these two basic partnership relations. And we use partnership for this, and we use also, of course, with the country we are working in. But we don't use the same partnership in this sense for what we do with the countries, with developing countries.
And in the first category, you talked about civil society. Does that include private sector?
Yes.
It does. So private sector businesses, NGOs, and others.
Yeah, local authorities, NGOs, and private companies, but also academia and research departments.
And do you have any example of a kind of partnership that you would hold up as an example for AFD, the sort of thing you're looking to do?
I think the best example would be that the partnership we have with NGOs, where we have a special department, special section and a special organization dealing with partnership with NGOs. With part of it is financing NGOs initiatives and projects in the developing countries, and other part is a dialogue to organize and develop the dialogue with NGOs. And I think this is today the more elaborated partnership that we have. We try to also structure a partnership with local authorities in France. We also do a lot of things in the country where we are also working. And we're also trying to have a more organized partnership with the companies, with the private sector.
Mm-hmm. And any examples there of public-private partnerships where maybe French companies are working with French NGOs and AFD to develop a business?
We have examples of this, especially in energy and in water and sanitation. We have initiatives where we have both NGOs and companies and AFD working as a sort of financier activity. But we would like to build more relation with the private sector in terms of innovation initiatives, and we try to adjust our ways of proceeding with the private sector. And I think it's a new path that we have been developing and where we want to make more things in the next future.
I think this has been a challenge for every development agency to find a way to work with the private sector, different
easy
from the traditional contracting or grant model that's existed before.
It's a challenge because we are under the supervision of some regulations, and we have to follow some strict rules, the criteria of our project, and to make sure that it's transparent, that it's reputable. And sometimes relationship with the private sector means something different. It's not the same kind of arrangement. So we need to find new ideas and also to convince our board and the government that we can make good use of these resources with way of doing which are not the classical way of financing projects. So this is a challenge.
It is, and it's a good theme, I think, for the conference Convergences, where it's all about bringing together these sectors, but it's not just about bringing them together, it's finding ways operationally to make it work.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you.